Alright, hello, good morning. Yes, it indeed is very early because, oh, another live stream. I was supposed to say another lunch. I guess my brain's not fully awake yet, but yes. We are in it for another live stream that will be starting in a few minutes. So hopefully they cook with this one. I mean, they probably aren't going to show off everything because otherwise I'll be major spoilers, so we'll probably see the real cooking when we get into the, once we actually play the patch. Since I only woke up just a little while ago, my allergies are going to start running rampant. I mean, it's already kind of running a little bit rampant now. My nose is already beginning to be runny. Just take a little bit of medication now, so hopefully it kicks in kind of soon. Alright. Oh god, we got hit with the ad. Let me just wait for the ad to run over and then I'll swap over immediately. Unless YouTube is good. Oh no, YouTube always does the countdown, right? So maybe not. We should be good now. Oh, we still have 1 minute and 10 seconds. Okay. Wow. Apparently my timer is a bit off. It's start 8 o'clock. Oh, is that another freaking ad? Are you kidding? Oh, nope. Okay. Oh, there we go. Now the timer's caught up. Now it's gonna start. Oh, ah. Okay. What? Hello? Another year will be. Ooh, another film festival.
両選手、準備ができたようですね。それでは、ホテルドゥボール特別料理対決開始。
カトラリーの準備も完了。冷凍の時間よ。
And now that I'm listening to this in JP, I'm like, oh boy, how much do I have to debate whether or not I should be playing these events in English or JP? Hey, there we go, Natlingan, finally outside of Outland, I guess. Wow, surprised that he's able to hold it.
月始めの3日間、飛行物を連れて外出してはいけないらしい。
参ったな。
ここは昔レムリア時代に建てられた公衆浴場で、確かモデストの秘典に書いてあったような気がするわ。
This is totally different. Yeah, this is just a domain.
偉大なる満足滅びよ。
古竜の死体の謎の遺物。
Overlord boss?
それに俺がフォンテーヌに来た理由を合わせて考えれば、例の密輸事件の捜査を逃れたものかもしれない。
僕の師匠にして母の黄金レインドットさ。彼女が僕をモンドに向かわせた時、ある大きな課題を与えたんだ。世界の真相を探せというね。
I'll pay the witness for you up to now.
なんで街の中に魔物がいるんだ？想像してたよりも状況がひどいみたい。
また敵が来るぞ。
本件の被告人、セピロス騎士団調査小隊隊長アルベド。
何をしたんだ？殺人事件？ホムンクルスが暴走して理性を失い、
他者を傷つける狂気的な行動
Who's
に
that?
走る魔女会と正式な会談を行うことを願ってるんだ。あら、そんな勇気のある子がまだモンドにいたの？
Well, that's totally Alice's.
天地が逆さになった時、人は世界の本質を知る。な
Is that Mono's
ら、
Master?
満面
It
が
sounds good.
逆さになったら。
Old lady song. Oh, is this a Weekly Boss? Oh, this is a Weekly Boss.
なぜ罪のない人を？
どうしてこんなことにビレットが襲撃にあって。
これはレムリアが戦争のために用意した薬物
there's
な
a
の
lot
よ。
happening
人体
this
研
patch.
究という
I
課
can't
題を
even
諦
tell
め
which
た
one's
こ
the
とは
event and which
一
one's
度
like
もない。
actual
モン
art
ドの
art
法
story.
律
Okay,
にの
yeah,
っと
this
り
is totally
被告人アルベトを
Weekly Boss.
殺人および死体遺棄で有罪とする。今も近くから聞こえるよ。
お、なんだ、バルバトスか？
ファルか？
Man, the amount of whiplash back and forth. There's a lot of stuff. Hey, we're back to normal codes. Cool. Well, actually, I don't remember if the last patch even had normal codes, but I feel like it didn't. Man, I haven't read any lore bits, so I know nothing about the new character. But the only thing that I can think of about the new character is, damn, some very saucy fan arts as always.
Hello everyone!
Oh, but
Welcome
okay.
to the Genshin Impact version 5.6
Okay.
special
So,
program.
I'm gonna guess that
I'm Jane Jackson,
there's
the
probably
voice of
more
Aressa,
stuff voiced in
and I have
Mondstadt
two
than now,
awesome
but then
co-hosts with me
Mondstadt
today. Why
is
don't you
where
introduce
things are gonna be
yourselves?
scary.
What up, my dudes? My name is Johnny LaQuasto, and I'm the voice of Aoife.
Hey, your turn.
Hello everyone, my name is Emily Cass and I voice Escoffier. I'm so excited to be here.
And I am so excited to be hosting alongside you two today.
Yes. Love the accent.
By the way, Emily, I have to say, the way your chibi's tail moves around is so cool.
Oh, actually, it's not a tail. It's a self-adapting movement signal tracking support mech. It's a piece of tech, basically. It helps Escoffier in the kitchen and in combat. It's one of her essential utensils.
But it looks so much like a tail.
Yeah, a lot of people think that. And considering how it looks, people even call Escoffier a demon chef.
Ah, okay. That seems a little extreme.
Yeah,
The demon comes
I'd
from
say
something
so too,
else.
but honestly, I don't know much about
tiny bit
Escoffier.
about her.
Can you tell us more about her, Emily?
Absolutely. Let's take a look at her profile. Escoffier used to be the head chef at the Hotel de Bourg.
Oh, cool.
The hotel is famous for the extremely popular and exclusive Gâteau de Bourg.
This used to be head chef.
Exclusive?
Did you go on
Yeah,
into-
only a limited amount of slices are available per day. Escoffier is a master of precision gastronomy, which means she approaches cooking as a science. She even develops advanced mecha to use in her cooking process.
Wow, that's some dedication to her craft.
Of course, in Escoffier's kitchen, no dish is ready to be served until it has her stamp of approval. And when she likes something, she gets completely lost in the flavors. It looks almost like she's in heaven.
That sounds incredible, but what if she doesn't like it?
Oh, then she'd probably say something like...
You thought cream of mushroom soup was ready to serve after 3.5 minutes on the stove. You'd have had more sense serving hot water with ice cubes. At least then you wouldn't have wasted all this perfectly good cream and mushroom.
Wow. Intense.
I promise
Yes, that is
Escoffier is actually
definitely,
very well mannered most of the time. But when it comes to food,
Two-size her.
she couldn't be more strict. It's all for good reason though. Escoffier believes her mission as a chef is to make haute cuisine accessible to all. So she's not just strict on other people, she demands perfection from herself too, because that's the only way to make her dream a reality.
Oh, is that why she develops all those cooking mecha?
That's right. With their help, even people who are short on time or cooking skills can be capable of making a good meal.
Ha, okay. That feels like a personal call-out. But seriously, though, I'm telling you, I could use something exactly like that.
Same here. Emily, you said Escoffier used to be the head chef at the Hotel de Bourg. Does that mean she doesn't work there anymore?
Yeah, that's right. She even had to spend time in the Fortress of Meripede.
The Fortress of Meripede? What happened?
We can't divulge the details right now, but all will be revealed in Escoffier's story quest, treasured above all. So be sure to check it out if you're interested, travellers. You'll also be rewarded with extra Ascension materials for Escoffier. Ooh. Oh, and travellers will get to take part in a one-of-a-kind culinary showdown in this quest. Not only will travellers get to experience Escoffier's mentorship firsthand, but special guests will also make an appearance.
Special guest, nice. Huh. Okay, I see blubber beasts and romaritime flowers. Wait, do we have to cook 4 blubber beasts using romaritime flowers? That's not much to work with.
All I can say is, trust in Escoffier. She can work wonders.
Oh, I'm definitely a believer. Okay, so we know what she can do in the kitchen, but what about on the battlefield?
Right, let's get into it. Escoffier wields a cryovision and is a powerful addition to freeze-focused teams, which brings us to one of her talents.
Ooh.
When Escoffier's elemental skill or elemental burst hits an enemy, she can reduce their resistance to hydro and cryo damage. The more hydro and cryo characters in the party, the greater the reduction.
Okay, so it looks like the enemies here aren't actually frozen, but the resistance reduction still takes effect.
Yeah, that's really important. As long as her elemental skill or burst hits an enemy, the reduction takes effect. The enemy doesn't need to be frozen. That means the talent works on bosses and other unfreezable enemies.
Wow, so it seems like any character that deals hydro or cryo damage can benefit from that talent. I can definitely see her being a powerful support in freeze teams.
True, but Escoffier's not just a support. She can dish out damage as well. With an actual dish.
No way.
Yeah, and when Escoffier unleashes her elemental skill, she summons a cooking mech to the field that follows the active character and periodically fires projectiles at nearby enemies, dealing cryo damage. So with her ability to shred resistance, she basically buffs her own damage. In addition, her elemental burst restores HP to the entire party.
Incredible. Okay, so she can buff the party, dish out damage, and heal. Wow. Sounds like she's pretty versatile.
She's probably gonna be,
and thanks to a different talent, she has another ability that really showcases her skills as a chef. Ooh. If you hold her elemental skill, the cooking mech she summons can absorb elemental energy and convert it into a delicious dish.
Whoa, I've never seen a talent like that before.
Wait, is that just free?
So you don't even have to prepare the ingredients yourself? Bro, that's awesome.
Oh no, it just automatically
and
takes.
Plus, she can produce several kinds of dishes this way.
Well, that will be so fun to check out in game.
Totally.
Ooh,
so take note of this next piece of news, travellers. In the first half of version 5.6, we'll have event wishes for Escoffier and Navia. A new 5-star polearm, Symphonist of Sense, will be featured on the weapon banner. Our new 4-star character, Aoife, will also enjoy a drop rate boost on the first half banners.
Aoife! No way, bro.
I think that's my line, but I couldn't have said it better myself.
Oh, and another bit of really exciting news is that travellers will get to spend more time with these two in the new version.
Wait, who are you talking about?
Okay, take a look at this clip and you'll see.
Oh no, let's see how.
All eyes are on me. Lowly servants, behold, the almighty Dragon Lord's magnificence! The heck are you on about? Why does no one ask for the autograph
if there's
of
going
the
to be a
almighty
meeting
Dragon
between
Lord?
Nubla and Hal, that's going to be
Oh,
wild.
wow. Oh, wait, bro. What? You little... Oh, dear. Oh, dear. Do you even hear yourself, bro? How dare you! You insolent, contemptuous... Huh? What are you on about? No way, bro. Huh? Seriously? yourself, bro! Darn it! Oh, wow! No way, bro! Do you even hear yourself, bro? You're hopeless! The almighty Dragon Lord, Kahulao! His wisdom is wasted on you! No way, bro! See you later! Huh? Ah!
Oh, you meant Kakuku and a How. Wow, I feel like those two could argue forever.
Dude, you don't know the half of it.
Hang in there, bro.
You too, huh? Man, this bro thing is really taking off.
Well, Kakuku is just that infectious. So, travelers met Aoife in the previous version, but since we now have the chance to add him to our parties, want to give us a formal introduction, Johnny?
I thought you never asked, Jane. Absolutely. As most of you probably know, Aoife is a Saurian vet from the Flower Feather clan. In that land, humans and Saurians live and fight side by side. Saurians get sick and hurt just like everyone else, so Saurian vets do a very important job in that land.
Okay.
And Aoife is a really good one. In fact, you've probably heard of some of his accomplishments already, like how he saved Kakuku's life, and now, of course, Kakuku works as his trusty assistant.
Yeah, Aoife is practically a miracle worker. I heard Ahau got sick one time, so Kaniche took him to Aoife for treatment, and what do you know? Ahau was better in like 2 seconds. Imagine that.
Sounds like Aoife really knows his stuff. I wonder if he can treat all kinds of dragons, like even ones from other nations.
I guess, in theory, yeah, I don't see why not. Plus, if it was an emergency, Kakuku could help him get there in no time.
I mean, I heard the Flower Feather clan is known for riding kukasaurs, but this is less riding and more dangling, isn't it?
Hey, this is a Kakuku appreciation zone only, all right? But seriously, just wait until you see him sprint. He spreads out those huge wings, and it's super awesome. Oh, and while we're on the subject, if there are any travelers who haven't done the part of the Ochkanatlan World Quest where you chase down the evil dragon, try it out with Aoife. It'll be a completely different kind of flying experience.
Yeah, I see that. Although it looks more like Aoife is chasing down a patient for a checkup.
Yeah. So, okay, what else can Aoife do in combat?
Well, Aoife is an Anemo Vision user with a lot of tricks up his sleeve. For example, when faced with aggressive enemies, Aoife can unleash his elemental burst and fire a therapeutic sedative, creating a wind current that pulls in and restrains enemies. Yeah, of course, as Aoife's good bro, Kakuku also helps him out in combat. With Aoife's elemental skill, Kakuku lifts him into the air, giving him an aerial advantage in combat. And while in this state, Aoife can continuously fire tonic shots, which deal Anemo damage upon impact and restore HP to the entire party.
Oh, nice. So what kind of team comps work best with Aoife?
Well, to answer that, we should introduce one of his talents first. When Aoife is in the Night Soul's Blessing state, he can use his Field Medic's vision to increase swirl and electrocharge damage based on the total amount of Night Soul points across the entire party.
Okay, so he works well with characters that can trigger swirl and electrocharge
I don't know why
reactions.
it just reminds me of I'm a healer.
And characters that can generate Night Soul points. He seems like a really flexible unit.
Yeah, he is. Plus, in areas with Natlan's phlogiston mechanics, if your current active character or indwelled Saurian's HP drops below a certain percent, Aoife can consume his own phlogiston to heal them.
Nice, putting those medical skills to use.
That actually wasn't
His kit
helpful.
seems really intuitive, and he helps with
Legends.
exploration. I
The
feel like
song.
exploring the sacred volcano will be a lot easier with Kakuku to dangle from.
What can I say? He is a helpful little guy. Now, moving on to our next bit of news, a new boss is coming in version 5.6, the Secret Source Automaton Overseer device.
I've probably seen the location
Travelers
where
will
this
need
boss
to
should be,
defeat
I
it
actually don't
to
know.
obtain ascension materials for Escoffier.
Huh. I feel like we've faced something like this before.
That's because this boss has the same origins as the Secret Source Automaton configuration device from version 5.1. Both are pieces of ancient dragon technology.
They almost seem like two parts of one terrifying monster.
Okay, Jane, let's,
This looks like it's
this
an
is where we
old
should
world
wrap
fight.
this part up, I think, because travelers can search for their own answers to this in-game. Now, let's kick off the event portion.
Oh, wow. There are Natlan characters in Fontaine? Is it because of a festival or something?
Not a festival. An amusement park organized by Navia and the Spina di Rosula. Auroron and Aoife are there to deliver Natland produce for the event. But it's not all veggies and good times, unfortunately. Against the backdrop of the festivities, a smuggling case is uncovered, leading Kanich and Risley to cross paths.
A Saurian hunter and a prison warden. Sounds like a fun pairing.
Oh, Kanich doing his
Yeah, right? I actually have a few sneak peeks to
that's
share, so let's take a look.
Is it for
Weird.
Aoife?
Why is
The
Ahau
refinement
cowering behind
material is,
Kanich? I would have
it's
thought he
a-
was too proud for that.
Oh, it's totally new
Oh,
vibe.
wait. It must be because of Fontaine's ban on flying objects.
Exactly. Ahau and
Never
Kakuku
mind.
made the journey all the way to Fontaine and happened to arrive just in time for the ban.
Ugh.
Ahau was able to hide, but Kakuku got scared and flew straight into the Palais Mermonia. Auroron thinks Kakuku will manage to send all of the important documents in the Palais flying around the building.
Oh no, that can't end well. Well, what about Aoife? Isn't he going to come to Kakuku's rescue?
Don't worry, with Nervalette and Risley there, Kakuku's in good hands. Plus, he might even learn a new phrase or two. Hey, check it out. Risley managed to teach him one. Anyone want to guess what it is?
Oh, I don't really know what it could be. I guess we're just gonna have to wait and see. Anyway, I wanted to point out there are 2 dragons in this picture. So, does that mean Nervalette could, interpret for Kakuku? You know, dragon to dragon. Oh, I can't wait to see how their interactions go.
Honestly, I
goofy,
can't even
I'm
picture
here
it, but
for it.
I just know it's gonna be hilarious.
Yeah, there's nothing we can say that beats the real thing. So, if you're interested, be sure to check out all the shenanigans in-game. And trust me, there are a lot of them. Always makes me laugh. Now, on to the actual amusement park. Let me give you some background. It's called the Cheval Moran Film Fantasyland, and it's the brainchild of a well-known engineer and film buff with the Spina di Rosula in charge of the financing, construction, and general operations.
Oh, Lapine Pauline is back. Didn't she almost go bankrupt after basing her research on that fake story? I hope her investment pays off this time.
Well, if the Traveler agrees to come on board, Lapine Pauline might be in a better position.
Come on board? Why are my fraud alarm bells ringing?
It's not like that. If you don't trust Lapine Pauline, yeah, okay. Her track record isn't great, but at least trust Cheval Moran and the Spina di Rosula.
If you say so.
And
just noticed
how
how
do we
the
make sure
corner's
we
enjoying
don't
a nice
run it
cup of-
into the ground?
Well, if the
Whatever,
Traveler
Lapine.
agrees to come on board, Lapine Pauline might be in a better position.
Wait, so this is a management sim? Okay, tell
Oh
me
boy, another
everything.
management sim.
You got it,
We
bro.
are in the era.
Travelers will be in charge of operations like upgrading the facilities, expanding the park, and managing the staff. During each business cycle, travelers will need to allocate their precious funds and action points to the most important tasks based on their management needs.
And plus, Navia recruited Master Chef Escoffier to run the park's theme restaurant. Woo! The dishes she creates can give you unique management buffs, so don't miss out.
Absolutely. You can also increase your revenue by adding different kinds of attractions. For example, in Eclectic Escapades, visitors can experience unforgettable adventures where they fly through the air or dash underwater at high speeds.
Wow.
Or there's movie masterpieces where you have to use special abilities to reach the end of the stage and seize the treasure. Before launching these attractions, travelers will need to try them out and create a standardized
Okay, I was
strategy
wondering
guide for
why
each
they-
one so
they
that
put the
visitors
preview time
understand
for
how to
the
get the most out of the
live stream to be 1
experience.
hour. Now I see why. 'cause
And travelers
Yeah,
can
you
also
guys
add an
Mondstadt
attraction
stuff.
called Mellow Manor, where they can create a cozy retreat for different animals to
this is
draw in
the-
visitors
okay,
and
the one with
increase
the garden
revenue.
thing
And
we just
travellers
had
can
last
also
patch. Oh,
recruit
no.
some familiar faces to help run the park. Among the recruits are Fontainian companions and friends from other nations too.
Yeah, that's right. By completing friendly encounters, travelers can learn useful management techniques from their companions. Eventually, these companions will become fixtures at the park and provide even more management support. So, long story short, don't worry too much. You don't have to go it alone.
Okay, yeah, that doesn't sound too bad.
And plus, once you get down to business, you'll be rewarded for your efforts.
Ooh, do tell.
Oh, I will. Reach a certain point in the operations and you'll be able to claim all sorts of rewards, including Primo Gems and a new 4-star bow, Sequence of Solitude.
Awesome! More Primo Gems to save for your next pull. Which reminds me, we still haven't finished announcing the event wishes, have we?
Oh, right. Yeah, sorry to keep you in suspense, travelers. In the second half of version 5.6, we'll have returning event wishes for Kenichi and the Raiden Shogun.
Nice.
Plus, the Chronicled Wish banner will be returning in version 5.6. I know a lot of travelers have been waiting for that, so check it out if you're interested.
Yeah, you have to. And best of luck on your polls.
All right. That was a lot of info, so let's take our first break. Here's the second redemption code, travelers.
What button I hit? Oh god, I hit the wrong button. Oh god. What am I clicking? The music's also goofy. Okay, 0.07, which is the patch drop.
The Windbloom Festival, once a celebration of flowers, now shrouded in unease. Why is Albedo on trial? Who is the young man in the courtroom?
Oh my god,
And
did
is
this
he
like
friend
a TV
or
thing?
foe?
I'm
What
pretty sure we know who
tidings
that
does
guy
the
is.
Dodo
I think he's a new
communication
character, but I'm
device
pretty sure
bring
Lord,
this
so
time?
we probably got
The
mentioned a bit
answers to
somewhere.
these questions and more in the version 5.6 Archon Quest.
Archon Quest? Archon Interlude?
Nice voice.
Yes, an interlude.
Nice.
Ah, shucks, thanks.
So, we finally make it back to Mondstadt, and Albedo's on trial. I know, I don't even know what to think. But something tells me there's more to this situation than meets the eye.
Well, I've put together some information about the case. Let's go through it and see if we can uncover some new clues. So, here's the deal. Albedo's been accused of murder and unlawful disposal of human remains, and the case is being tried in secret. The logistics captain of the Knights of Favonius, Hertha, seems to have compelling evidence against Albedo, so the situation is serious.
I'm sure Hertha is just trying to do her job and uncover the truth. But there has to be some kind of misunderstanding here.
Well, in court, the evidence does the talking. Travelers will have access to Albedo's office on the second floor of headquarters to do their own investigation into the case and
detective hours
hopefully
once
track
again.
down some clues.
So I saw Jean, Kaya, and Eula in the courtroom, all members of the Knights of Favonius, which makes sense. But it looked like someone from the church was also there.
Oh, that's Dahlia. He's the deacon of the Church of Favonius, so he works with Barbara, Rosaria,
That's
and the
his
other members of the
name.
clergy.
I've definitely heard
Dahlia
it somewhere
acts as the
before, and
Herald
he's
of
the
Barbados,
other
which is
character
interesting
on the,
because he's also friends with Venti.
preview,
Yeah, very interesting.
the character
He
list
sounds like a very important figure
for
then.
the
Well,
character
speaking of
roadmap.
Venti, the Dodo communication device
Alright, we're only
is
missing one more
back in this
character now.
quest. At some
To be
point, Venti
previewed, I
needs
guess,
it to
right?
get in touch with Alice. But on the first attempt, the line connects to Grandmaster Varka instead. It's only on the second try that he manages to reach Alice.
Whoa, hold on. You just dropped two major names. Barker has been on an expedition for a long time. Sounds like we finally get to hear how he's doing. As for Alice, we know she's the mother of the most adorable Klee and an elder of the Hexen Circle. But I wonder why Venti needs to get in touch with her. Wait, could it be because of the monsters in the city?
Oh, you know what? In Amber's anthology chapter, she did say the number of monsters around Mondstadt has been skyrocketing lately.
Right? And now there are even more monsters in the city. So maybe Venti is reaching out to Alice for help.
I think you two are onto
Right,
something.
you're Archon. You
And
do the
if
work.
we take a look at this map, we can see that a lot of our old friends have joined in on the fight to defend Mondstadt.
Wow, this is kind of emotional. Mondstadt was the beginning of everything. It's the place where travelers met their first companions and embarked on this whole journey. And now it's in crisis. Oh, hopefully travelers can do something to stop it.
Oh, they can, but it won't be an easy road. Alice can offer something to help, but travelers will need to pass a trial first and defeat the king and queen on the chessboard.
Anything to defend Mondstadt. I'm sure travelers aren't scared of a little trial.
Okay. Then let's take a look at what awaits them.
Definitely not the weekly boss I was expecting, but you know, very classy. I was gonna say very thematic, but I mean that was kind of the whole point I was getting at.
Alice will preside over the first phase of the trial. The trial takes place on a chessboard, but the rules of chess don't exactly apply. Look closely and you'll notice some of the pieces on the board can harm the king. Travelers can use that to their advantage to create an opening and dish out damage. But in the second phase, there are no chess pieces to use. Travelers will need to rely on their own strength to emerge victorious.
It looks like there's a different Dodoko presiding over the second phase. One wearing a blue hat. Is that a different mage from the Hexen Circle?
That's
I wonder which one.
Well, travelers will have to uncover that for themselves. As for the second phase of the trial, let me offer a quick piece of advice. The boss has some extremely powerful attacks, but freeze reactions can help you create an opening.
Maybe jot that one down for later,
oh, wow,
travelers.
boss made for her.
So we know there's murder, an attack
like
on Mondstadt, a Hexen Circle trial, but we have no idea how all of this is connected. Seems like there's a lot for travelers to uncover.
Or
you know, if you think about it, first Natlan had a crisis with the ley lines that almost ended in death. Then a similar crisis happened in Liyue, and now Mondstadt is in danger. I can't help but wonder if this is all some kind of terrible omen.
Yeah, but look on the bright side. It's another chance for answers. Maybe we'll uncover new clues about forces we've encountered before, or what we can expect on the road ahead.
Or maybe we'll even get one step closer to the truth of Teyvat.
Yeah, and then travelers can give us all the answers.
Yeah, I think we're gonna leave all that hard work to you guys.
All right, okay, well let's lighten things up and dive into the remaining version 5.6 events.
Woo.
Yes.
First up on the docket is an event that brings us back to Fontaine, where travelers can test out their tactical brilliance in the new wargame, Operation Damport Simulation.
Dude, nice.
Oh, I know. This wargame comes with all new offensive and defensive gameplay.
Another one of these.
The key to success is really understanding your game pieces.
Okay, what do you mean?
Well, for example, is it a melee or ranged attack
Clash
piece?
Clans.
Can it quickly break through obstacles or maybe even bypass them entirely? Once you feel like you know what you're doing, you can test out your skills in co-op. The actual gameplay is pretty simple. What this event really tests is strategy. For example, when adjusting your defensive lineup, you can even set traps for your opponent.
I see a button called Defensive Simulation. Looks like we can use it to test out our strategies?
That's right. And once you set the defensive and offensive lineup that works best for you, the battle is ready to begin.
Yeah.
And while your opponent tries to break through your defenses, your job is to use your chosen offensive lineup to outmaneuver their strategy. The side that breaks the opposing formation first, or makes greater progress within the time limit, wins.
Wow.
Okay, so it sounds like it all comes down to strategy. All right, so get tactical, travelers.
Now, if that last event was mostly about brain power, this next one is all about firepower.
Let's go.
Okay, let's take a look at the gameplay.
What their combat events.
Think this is a simple battle for coins? Ha, well, think again. Players will have the opportunity to indwell Saurians at certain points. Use their abilities to your advantage, and you might be able to turn the tides in your favor.
This looks so fun. You could just stay in Saurian form the whole time and blast all the other players away.
Oh, if only. The Saurian form only lasts so long. But even in human form, you'll have Natlan character skills at your disposal. So the goal is to collect as many coins as possible to secure victory.
Nice, bro. So, this next event is called Chronicle of Shifting Stratagems. I'm sure at this point in their journey, travelers have gained their fair share of companions and have tested out their skills in a variety of different situations. But maybe there's a character you want to learn more about, like Escoffier, for example. Let's say you want to test out her potential in different team comps. Then, I highly recommend trying out this event.
Chronicle of Shifting Stratagems gives travelers the opportunity to study and test out different team compositions. The event is divided into different levels of difficulty, and there are also challenge buffs to take advantage of, so make sure to take that into account when forming your teams.
Okay.
Travelers can also take a look at the challenge record and see how their friends approached each challenge. Could provide some food for thought.
Nice.
Or I just
Sounds
brute
like the
force it like
perfect
the other one.
excuse to do some experimentation and think outside the box.
Indeed.
All right, moving on to some Genius Invocation TCG updates. First, a new card skin will be added to the card shop, so check it out if you're interested. Travelers can also look forward to new character and
It's
action
over.
cards
I
added
was
to
so
regular
close to
mode.
completing the actual collection.
More food
and
for
then
the
they
card
did this.
sharks.
There are also some major updates to automatic artistry.
Oh, so in addition to the character and action card updates, the elemental reaction effects are different.
Yeah, and during the match, there's now a card refresh option as well as mechanisms for character enhancement and replacement. So the gameplay should
Wasn't
be
there supposed to
even
be
more
a
engaging.
speed up option or something?
Travelers
I
might
completely
even
forgot.
be able to come up with some new strategies and surprise their opponents with unexpected moves.
That's right, and finally, the Ley Line Overflow event is returning in version 5.6, so don't miss out.
We won't, and let's take our last break. When we return, we'll talk system optimizations and a cool collab. See you on the other side, travelers.
Bye.
Alright, and then the last code is E for the cuckoo. 05. Alright. Okay, well. Okay, I lied. The Mondstadt part did not go on as long as the file was, so this live stream won't go the full hour. Cool. Oh, but they show a calendar. That's cool. Alright, well, we already kind of know about the optimizations thinking about it. We looked at them the other day.
Welcome back, travelers!
Welcome back.
Welcome. Let's jump right into system optimizations. Some travelers provided feedback that the brilliant blessing enhancement process in the Imaginarium Theatre was a bit confusing, which made it difficult to level up strategically and optimize character turn order. So, in the version 5.6 update, the dev team has made the Brilliant Blessing details page a lot more intuitive, which should make it easier for travelers to make strategic level up decisions.
Nice.
Yeah, and in addition, rewards will be available for completing the star challenges in the new season of the Imaginarium Theater that begins on June 1st.
You know what would be nice? A restart button after the final act. As it stands right now, finishing the final act takes you directly to the credits, right? What if you just missed that last star challenge? That would be such
That
a
wouldn't be
bummer.
abysmal. There
Yeah,
were so many
the dev
times
team
I
has received
was
that
so close
feedback
to
as well,
missing on hitting
a
the
restart button
escape
is also
button.
being added to the new
And it was
update.
like a small
Oh,
percent.
nice.
but then
let's
the time just
go.
ran
That
out.
should make it easier to get full stars. Alright, so this next update addresses another common problem. Travelers have probably noticed that when you go to raise a character's skills, the skill descriptions can be pretty long and dense.
Yeah, I mean, it's understandable. It's important for travelers to have all the details. But it's also easy to get bogged down in the weeds, so this is something the dev team has been working on. Starting in version 5.6, the descriptions on the talent and constellation pages for new characters will be optimized to be more concise, so it's easier for travelers to grasp the core information. Of course, travelers who prefer to dive into all the details can always expand the content for a more comprehensive description.
Nice. Sorting through all that information should be a lot faster now.
Totally.
Our next optimization is for the treasure compass. Travelers provided feedback that while attempting to complete Natlan's warrior challenges, it was difficult to locate where to pick up the quests. So, after the version 5.6 update, the treasure compass can now track those locations.
Woo!
Yeah, they can.
More time to
Warrior
go through the
challenges
whole
are
map
important
all
because
over
that's
again,
how you
maybe.
get obsidian fragments, which you can use to unlock tribal secret spaces,
Oh wait,
right?
never mind. I
It
already
would be
have those.
nice if the treasure compass could track those too.
It can! And once your exploration progress is
Okay,
high
but-
enough, the treasure compass will be able to pinpoint the location of tribal secret spaces as well. Similarly, at a high enough exploration progress, more chests from various nations can also be located
Okay, yeah,
using
the
the
more-
treasure
the more
compass.
boxes.
Oh,
Sure.
nice. That should really help travelers that are stuck at 99% exploration progress.
Map pins have also
where?
been optimized. Starting in version 5.6, travelers can now delete custom pins in batches.
Ooh, that should make it a lot easier to start
Oh,
fresh
yeah,
if
that-
you're someone
that
who
would've been
really likes to
useful
go
if
ham
I
with the markers.
decide to have wait till next patch to do
Definitely.
this, 'cause I deleted all
Well,
mine
that wraps up
already.
our system optimizations. So now it's time for some out-of-game news.
That's right. First, we have some exciting collaboration news to share.
What is this?
Genshin Impact is partnering with the global beauty brand Charlotte Tilbury to launch 2 limited edition sets.
Wow.
So, let's watch the
Love
preview
it.
trailer for the collaboration.
But I have even more news.
Oh,
In
yeah,
addition,
the OST
Genshin
album.
Impact's third Natlan OST album, Radiance of Flame, is coming soon. Yeah, the album contains various tracks composed by the Hoyo Mix team for the Collective of Plenty and other regions. So stay tuned for the drop.
Awesome.
Oh, it's gonna be amazing. Music's gonna be so cool.
So
You know it.
beautiful.
Wow.
Okay, let me check my scroll here. Yeah, that's all the information I have about version 5.6.
Yeah, me too. What about you, Jane?
I am just so excited to uncover more about the Albedo trial mystery and to defeat the new boss on the
Yes,
chessboard.
we got a little bit of
And
everything.
I can't wait for you all to meet Escoffier. It's been so much
So, hey,
fun
TD,
working on
you
her
caught us
and
at the
just
very
love
end.
her.
It's glad
And
to see
to follow
you.
that up, Aoife is finally playable, and of course he's gonna have Kukuku right by his side, but the mini games are always so fun and creative. Oh, just can't
Absolutely.
wait.
Well, that's it for the version 5.6 special program. A new adventure awaits. I hope it brings with it new friendships, new answers,
But
and
then
a
this,
whole
well,
lot of
I, said,
fun.
I pretty much
And with
TLDR'd
that, all
the
there's
most
left to
important
say is,
stuff in
see you in game, travelers. Bye.
Discord.
Bye.
Bye.
See ya.
But I guess the most important thing is there's an Archon interlude quest with a new weekly boss. Did they update the... Ooh, April 30th. Okay, that's when the next update is coming on the website. Okay. 5 days. 5 days to see whatever that is. But yeah, there is an Archon interlude quest with a new weekly boss. That's probably the most important thing progression-wise. So, you know, get ready to do that. And then the big event of the patch features a event bow, so make sure to grab that and the enhancement materials. Yeah. That should be everything. And well, I said you everything else, but if there's anything else that you are missing, you can always just watch the live stream yourself, I guess. Oh yeah. High chance that the Mondstadt stuff, some of it might be unvoiced. So might have to see whether or not I need to play that in JP. I think most of the Fontaine stuff should be English. There might be a few characters that might be missing. Gonna have to wait and see and scout out who's missing or not. But yeah, anyways, thank you for stopping by at the end. I'm gonna go eat breakfast. I mean, I'll come back tomorrow night, aka Saturday night, for Honkai Impact event stuff.